Molly said, he's like, I did my crafting gear. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah. It was like 20 mil. Never again.
It was fun because since I'm not a crafter, Molly had to do all of the melds for me. I was starting to get a little superstitious after a while. He was only allowed to meld on Sage by the end of it. Every time he pulled out Culinary and everything would break. There's this stack of 30 debts just gone.
Big sad.
It was debt 10s. But yeah, yesterday when I got the weapon and the shoes, and I was like, oh, I need to go meld these, and then I was like, I can't afford this. What have I done?
Are you doing hunts?
Yeah, I used all of those already.
Oh.
I went hard. I might have had a gambling problem. It's okay, it's better now. I crested 100k gold again today.
Oh wow, that is rough.
I went all the way down. I went all the way down to 20k, and I was like, I think it's time to stop.
Man, the bird left-right meme in the meme channel is great. Whoever posted that, well done. Greg.
I'll do it. You two are gonna sit there arguing, I'll fucking pull it. Oh, well.
That's one way to guarantee dying. To use his control potion.
Now he gets to know what it feels like to get pecked your eye, have your eyes pecked out.
Hey, I've had the full crew of birds on me before. I've been the sole survivor of ad phase.
Alright, shall we give it a go?
Do you think I can do this whole fight just RP walking? I think I can.
I'm told
yeah,
we
go
have
for it.
I'm told we have Black Mage relative mechanics now.
Is that true? Are we changing strats? I was not aware of that.
No, I was told that you came up with some while I was gone.
Oh, you sound like a robot. I have no idea what you just said.
Saying because when he DC'd and then he died of natural causes, because of all the shit on him, his body was still doing mechanics after the fact.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were Black Mage Corpse relative.
Okay, so I will sack immediately.
Yep. Alright, let's go.
RP sprinting.
Bruh.
I will not res you.
I have 10 less points to go.
I could say.
That's Brock.
Just my turn.
Alright.
Good start, good start.
I may have gotten yours. I don't know.
I
You
first
should, like,
had it, and then it just went away.
I think maybe I took. Well, maybe I went through yours and then reset it somehow. I don't know. I pretty much did the same thing I do every time.
Maybe I was just moving slower.
Oh yeah, because you have auto walk on.
No, I was actually running.
Damn it.
I'll do this without a walk. I think it actually helps.
Oh yeah, it'll help, I'm sure.
Let's try. Well, I didn't die this time. Anyone got died this time.
No one got died.
I had to change this in a few times.
Back under middle.
RP walking this would be very hard.
No, your other left.
4 damage downs. I think we got this. Squares.
You're a square.
I mean,
Bye-bye.
yeah, I really am.
We done got deleted.
Hurry.
Welcome to our next like week or so, maybe more.
Week is probably being generous.
I believe.
We're gonna be having nightmares about this fight, don't you worry.
Through in the ether. Do so much stuff on this one.
Remember to bait under the boss for that one. Go north because Lena might have baited it onto her.
Oh, come on.
Where's
Work this, please. Alright, in the middle.
bait under the boss?
Sorry.
Bait under the boss, under the middle of the room.
Please, sir. Just don't want to die.
Remember your spots.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so far. Ugh.
Alright,
Remember
add
one in.
those.
I'm gonna get one in.
Yeah.
Remember to rotate after the first one dies.
I hate this face. My beeps.
Ugh, we're pretty close, but we need to get, I think, a little more even spread on damage. Do we just hard assign light parties for that?
I mean, yeah, I think we could just do north side versus south side, right?
Yeah, so
I was just sticking with Weh.
Yeah,
Were yours two dead? Or
Yeah,
yours?
we
Oh,
had
okay.
a lot of time to spare.
we need to split up.
Like I switched out, but that's because I have range. I'm just standing in the middle of the room.
yeah, that's what I was doing too. I was just doing a turret.
So
Did anyone in the north side group think that they could do like more damage and we shouldn't worry about it?
So the north side group is Gnome, Ez, and which DPS?
Melina and Greg.
I feel like that should
So
be
it is
enough.
our lowest personal DPS, right? Well, I mean, Machinist is decent, but obviously Dancer. So we could.
As it is in like, since Mary and them are standing in the middle, just go off of your judgment. If the other side is lacking a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I did turn and Xeno one of them, but I could just turn and start working on the other ones while you're taking that things down. Basically, so anything that Ko is not on
Yeah.
is fair game to me once the first one's down.
Alright.
Nice.
I don't even know. Sorry.
Well, nice 0-second pull. Alright, let's throw our bodies against this a few more times and try and get to the ad phase again. That was actually fairly clean. I mean, we had a bunch of damage downs, but no deaths, so.
And that's where
That's
the
fraud.
magic begins, yeah.
Too early.
Thanks for the Dorito, otherwise I wouldn't know who to target. Under the boss.
Oh yeah, Cinderwing. Haha, smile.
Bears.
Scares me every time.
Pretty just believe it.
Man, that damage down stings.
Eight under the boss.
Spending so much time like prepping movement, it's really bad.
Behind the boss for tethers. Should be in the middle for that. Oh. Alright. Good job, everyone. We're in the phase. That's all that matters.
Oh, hold off on that one.
Wait. That's the enrage animation, but not the effect.
Wait, what do we do now? Fuck.
We kill him again.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
this
We
mechanic.
I've completely forgotten how this is supposed
So
to work.
yeah, just keep going to the opposite of wherever. Yeah.
Until
And
all the
move-
lines are purple.
Move after the first one. Move after the first one. There's no here again.
Oh.
Alright, I'll be...
Are we gonna gather these and AoE them down?
No, we gotta... Same
Oh, it's separate again.
Yeah, I think they have to die separately.
Well, we kind of figured out the mechanic pretty quick.
Not the pecking again. Not the pecking again.
Oh no.
Let's see how much time it takes for them to enrage. A while, apparently.
They've given us plenty.
They have more health on the bigger form, I know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I put an
Right.
image in P3S for the birds, and it's pretty much just if you have 2 tethers, go opposite the bird, and if you have 1 tether, go opposite your 2 tether.
Yeah, and apparently after, if you are the one with 2 tethers, and you get that, you're gonna get hit by the bird, and then you have to like rotate slightly, otherwise you will get hit by the bird on its return to the next person, which is weird, but it is what it is.
So, like, back away from it so you're not in its hitbox anymore.
Yeah. Alright.
So do we just like default? Okay, the second set of birds are up, so I go to 3, you go to 1 again, and just I grab 4 and.
Yeah, I mean, that time I just went west because I guess it was closer. But yeah,
Same.
we can reset. I guess we can reset to north and south, so it's consistent.
Yeah. And I will definitely, if I can help it, I will be Dark Knight next week because Paladin's so miserable in this fight.
Can you double weave?
I can double weave, I just like, nothing lines up. I am having so little fun right now. Everything's wrong.
No, well, I've been thinking about that summoner.
What level is your Dark Knight?
86. Maybe
Okay.
87.
I have a Dragoon at 85, I think, almost 86. So I can probably level with you.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, I'll do dungeons with people around. Otherwise, I'll just do druids.
I have a bar to use 7 if I can piggyback on those Qs. So let's do it.
Alright. Let's throw our bodies against this fiery bird.
All right, there we go. We have a party of 4.
I have a joke bar, which is fun.
Greg, that's a
Greg,
name
that-
I haven't heard.
That was a callback. She doing good?
Yep.
Wow, we just got baited onto us after we had left the middle.
Some people didn't leave the middle. Or some people didn't bait the middle.
I see. Squares.
Oh shit, I fucked up. Yeah, sorry, like something was wrong with my...
I genuinely think that the numbers being hard to read is like unfair game design. It's just really badly thought out.
I mean, yeah, if you just sit there and stare at it long enough, it eventually makes sense. I need sunglasses just to read the blue, though.
Yeah, it's rough. What am I doing? I should be turning off the lights. go next. Take the middle. And get in the middle of the room. Would it be easier for the tanks that, like, we don't try and move to the middle of the room and the tanks go to the middle of the room?
So far, I think we can make that work.
Yeah, I think as long as people don't move around too much, it's fine.
Hopefully that rotated enough.
This is fun. Per creature thinks you can stand right next to it. But I'm gonna die. Oh god. Oh god. 2,000 HP.
Oh,
Busy rage.
Alright.
Okay. So are we not allowed to stack those for any particular reason?
Yes, when they die and resurrect, they do an AoE around, and if they're too close to one another, they tether and we die.
Oh.
Okay, so we
Wait,
still have
they-
to do the 3-4 thing, right?
When do they resurrect?
They resurrect twice total. We kill the little ones, then they resurrect, then we kill the big ones, then they resurrect, and they just become little, like, eggs next to the phoenix after that.
Oh, I see. Darn.
I mean, we could, like, AoE them in the middle for a second and then spread them, but I don't know if that's a good
Oh, was that what Ilya does? Okay.
idea. Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
We,
Okay.
like, toss a couple flares on it. When they get low, we split up.
Yeah.
That would
I
also be sweet, because it would give us a minute to, like, heal everyone, because the healing on that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage going out there.
yeah, so just,
Oh boy, Russian bots. Let's go.
What was that, Koa?
Well, I was about to say something, but I was going to say something too.
nah, mine's less important, Cole.
Well, I was just going to say there's also, I've seen LB2s going out. Ranged LB2s. They hit all 4. Really seen
and then like LB2, and then we spread them out. and then just kind of put them in position, I guess. After
Yeah,
they'll
I mean, I hear that people don't really run to the enrage on this fight, so we could do it.
Is it
Okay.
is ranged LB stronger than casters now?
No, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It should be either way.
I guess it doesn't matter, but ranged might have an easier time. I have no idea.
I would say it's better to circle it, because the circle will guarantee hit them unless Greg feels like a god gamer, or Lena.
He's always a god gamer. Fucker was calling last, remember?
Does Limit Break rely on gear at all, or is it just like its own
I think it's
unrelated?
takes the entire party into account.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Alright.
although I suppose that would be less time of me spent spamming AoEs.
yeah, I guess we can try it and see how much damage it does. But the worst thing that's gonna happen, they all die in the middle and we wipe.
So, like best case scenario, we would have Lena do it, technically?
Yeah, because Lena has the lowest personal DPS.
Well, no, she's the highest AoE, though.
Oh, good point.
She does? Wow.
Yeah, that's true with the
And
standard
so-
step.
Are you standard step in the birds? Do you think you could beat, big AoE there?
Mhm.
Yeah, so probably Greg.
Man, this is some math.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Yeah, we can't do too much damage.
Right, we have the same
Yeah,
thing
we can't kill them, but
Right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll hold back.
Although I'll be really impressed if all the 4 birds die in the middle. You guys
We
are
could like
bad
just
gamers.
take off a piece of gear mid-combat, is that a thing? Probably not.
Yeah, I wanted to enter relief.
Screw that. Yeah, that's what I messed up right there. Still works out.
I think the idea behind it doing less is that a caster would in general be doing more, so you're giving it more of a head in the class lobby.
The under.
Man, so many wasted GCDs.
Squares.
This should probably just hold up to whack.
That dash though.
I'm surprised I didn't fuck up for once.
Yeah, it was merciful. Okay, so stack under the boss, and for this one, after the little quarters of the room, let's have everyone stay in the corner of the room, and then the tanks can take the tethers and go to the middle, rather than having to do like the weird rotation thing.
Oh no!
Well,
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. I think I grabbed Watch to the back.
Yeah, I think.
One last.
So you're always. I guess I kind of went backwards the way I usually do. Yeah, because you usually come from the. You go to your right, right? So I should go to my right, counterclockwise.
Yeah.
let's do- If we keep that moving, yeah, I'll go counterclockwise next time.
alright. Your food buffs, by the way.
finally back to eating cookies.
What if we BM'd the boss by coming in here and all just deliberately eating smoked chicken?
Oof. The mental warfare. I like it. Under the boss.
It's a little better. Oh, screw up there though.
Consistently getting through that now. That's in progress.
We're good at video games. Save one of these.
In the middle.
Over there.
I was in the wrong side, sorry.
Yeah, we should always go north for this exact case.
Yep.
I'll let you use your time. Oh, counterclock. Oh, shit. Okay, ooh.
Just die.
I wish I was a Dark Knight already.
What would being a Dark Knight have helped you with that?
Not playing Paladin.
I swear you said the same thing about Gunbreaker.
Hey man, if I had every tank and I could just switch between fights, like, oh, this feels shit. Oh, this feels nice. I mean, I would.
Well, get to leveling.
Why so rude? I feel so attacked right now. Turns on her mic just to yell at me. Gosh.
Yep.
To be young again.
He's a zoomer.
Shut up, Boomer.
Don't
I
stoop
came
to
out
his
tonight to
level.
have a fun time and honestly am feeling so attacked right now.
This is a toxic fire.
Tell me, Greg, you're not a Boomer. You're a Puma.
Oof. Not sure about that one.
Wish I had a camera so you could see me cringing.
Come on. You know I'm right.
Yeah, a lot of fire.
Yeah, it's not great. Time for squares. Others, I believe. Does it always go on the people that are closest to the boss? Because it feels like I get it a lot.
I think it's just by happenstance of you being the closest, the tether goes on you. Because if it was on us, it would then just go to you because you're closer.
I see.
See any movement?
We should be in the middle of the room for that. Uh-oh.
Go south, we're good.
So this is the room for
So we do tethers first, right?
Tethers, but we can still DPS them.
Oh, me and Greg were like moving at the same. Right.
Oh yeah, that's how you have to rotate. All right, well it's not a caster LB.
I'm gonna raise now. We're
Oh,
done,
no.
but yeah.
I don't know how to make. Maybe it has to be caster because holy shit, that seems like hard to line up.
Yeah, that is a really narrow line for those big hitboxes.
People are kind of like, I think there was like 3 people between 2 birds on that last one.
Yeah, what we really ought to do is, because it's actually quite a bit of time before the tethers go off, is rather than just blindly try and spread, you should look for which bird you're spread to and like connected to, and then go opposite of that or next to it, depending on the situation.
Oh, and then if you get the tether during, I guess it's the 3rd set, try not to move around too much so I can just like get it off you.
The 3rd set is after the quartering of the room.
Yeah. That's probably the most difficult one to get. So
Yeah, that's why we should, after we dodge the floor AoEs, like just try and kind of roughly go back on the marker-ish, and then the tanks can grab them.
Good.
Okay. Plans. I'm so there it is.
Middle. Your squares. Reorientate yourself since that was a weird arrangement.
god.
I just want to point out that we don't get a lot of time to get back to the middle if we do it where we all stand up there.
We weren't supposed to. The whole point was that we were supposed to stay in the corner.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When we stay in the corner, running back to the middle is really hard to do in time.
No, I get that.
I'm confused as to what you mean.
Oh god. Oh,
So we weren't supposed to.
Let's just die.
So you say run all the way out, and we want to do tethers.
Yep. And
Yeah.
so the DPS and healers do not move.
Yes, and so when they're doing the tethers, the next thing it does is have us go stack in the middle. So we're all standing in the corner, and then we run back to the middle, and then we run away immediately.
But the alternative is that we are all moving as the tethers are going out, so the tanks are desperately trying to get it and then run out at the last split second.
Well, to be fair, like I think it happens to where like the drop they all stack and then everything comes down, and then as soon as the cross disappears, you guys all go to the middle immediately, and then the tether should just always it should just be easy. Like I pick up the first tether, the gnome comes around, picks up the second. I think that might even be easier.
Yeah, I think as long as we're consistent, it'll be fine. So if you guys go to the middle, as long as we know where to pick up the tethers, and people are moving around, I think we'll be fine.
There should be less movement if after the baits, so from the markers, after those baits, if we just move towards the corner of the plus, that way it's less moving from there to the middle instead of going from there back to the marker and then back to the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of hard though, because then you're right on top of the boss, so the tethers can go any direction.
What we could do is everybody stand I guess on the corner, and meanwhile we'll stand closer to the boss, so we'll be prioritized for tethers.
Yeah, well, I mean, like at that point they could just back up a little bit, right? You know, I think.
Yeah. I guess.
I think that's the whole thing that Mary was just saying, was that if we do not move to the middle as the tethers are going out, we just don't have time.
Oh no, I think he means that.
I mean, I feel it more than everybody else, so I am being whiny.
I think you guys meant like the corner of the cross close to the middle, right? That's the corner.
Yeah.
We are talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about two different corners, but in that case, we were talking
that
about
A or B is like, where should the DPS healers be standing? That's
so
really
it
all
would
we're
be
talking about.
the idea is like so A is where the cross is, the closest you can get to it without being in the fire and dead. So then you stack there, then immediately go to B as fast as you can once the cross is gone, and then then the tanks will just figure it out from there. If you do that, then
it's like literally a 1, 2, 3 movement. Like the marker, then the square, then the middle.
But there's also been people who've been going off to the side diagonally of 1, 2. So I think that's where some of the tethers can get hard, is when people are coming from different directions.
Okay, so let's just commit to just going in a straight line. We just go from the marker towards the middle of the room, and then towards the middle of the room.
Tunnel vision, I like it.
because even if you guys just blindly go to the middle and just assume that the tanks have it covered, if you're in the middle, then it makes it way easier to deal with anyway. So
I'll admit, I'll be somewhere between 2 and 3 for range.
Alright. Let's throw our bodies against it.
can I throw my body against you?
I think I told you yesterday I'm not into you that way, man, and it's, you're putting the pressure on me and it's uncomfortable. Please stop.
I'm sorry.
I get how it is. I'm pretty irresistible.
Not more comfortable taking a joke in the fire is what I like to say.
That's fair. Just goofing on you. Don't worry about it.
Sexual harassment ain't no goof until you quit. Yep, I hate playing Paladin. In this fight specifically.
That's just wasn't appealing. Alright, just die.
I mean, to be fair, we'd probably all end up like Weh if you're staring at a giant cock the entire night.
Wait, what? What?
Right there. Big old 3-headed cock.
Oh, you.
Uh, uh.
For a second, I thought you were saying I was willing to. Then I got sad.
I'm gonna move some mitigation around so I don't have to keep stressing about that.
Rid of that rotation. Should watch some posts. Oh no. Yep, I fucked that. I fucked that so hard. Don't even need me. See?
Benediction on there.
It is nice just being able to walk the edge of the ring because I can't. For some reason.
Oh no.
I suppose you have Swift Cast.
No, I'm hard raising up.
Sick. Where to go straight?
Try to get to the middle as soon as you can. Oh, Cinder Beam instead of really working. But yeah, this
Wings,
one is
then
pretty-
move.
Yeah. But even if he does do that, it should be perfect every time. I think.
Oh, that's my
Don't
fault.
forget
Yeah.
to rotate.
So crossing streams, especially at the last second, is dead.
Yeah.
I don't know that you even need to sidestep.
No, it is apparently possible that you can just die if you don't move at all.
Yeah, because I get tethered to Mari, and then we kind of ran in the same direction. But then I was trying to get also targeted by a bird. So
I mean, the way it should always work is exactly like we have in the image, which is in the P3S, and it's like looks like a goof image, but it's actually a really, really good image. Which is just the person that has 2 tethers connected to a player and a bird should be clockwise of the opposite bird.
It doesn't look like that at all.
Oh no, that doesn't actually help at all.
If you have 2 tethers, like if you're tethered to a player and a bird, you should be opposite the bird you're tethered to. So like you're next to a bird, but across from the one you're tethered to.
Yeah.
And then if you're tethered to one person, you follow your tether back to a bird and stand next to that bird.
Yeah, or you have to like look at your other player and then find his tether. But you have like about 8 seconds. Like it's a pretty long time.
okay, yeah.
And I
so
think
you get
ideally, if you have like 2 people for each bird, like one of them is tethered to the across bird and one of them is tethered to that bird. If either of you are on, if both of you are on either side of like the bird, because the bird should be pretty close to the intercardinals or the cardinals, wherever, then it should be enough room, I think.
I kind of zoned out, but if we hadn't said it already, if you have 2 tethers, you just know that, oh, I'm tethered to a bird first, so if you have 1 tether, you know that, okay, I'm tethered to a person. So in theory, all the people who only have 1 tether could just stand in the middle, wait for to see where everyone else goes, like, oh, then I would just go the opposite of where they go.
I feel like this bird image is really weird because it's inconsistent on which side of the bird the tethers stand. Like,
That part shouldn't really matter in the end, as long as they're not standing next to each other.
yeah, but it would be nice for consistency to know, like, okay, if you have 2 birds, you should be counterclock, like 2 tethers should be counterclockwise of the bird you're next to, and if you have 1, you should be clockwise of it. But maybe that causes it to cross, and I just can't visualize geometry of it. I don't know.
I mean, that's just a 50-50, because if every bird only has 2 people next to it, and you see somebody already there, and you just go to the other side, and I don't think there'll be an issue in crossing paths.
I'm always a little scared about just to juke the other player out, because I don't know about anyone else. I always try and move, and then 90% of the time the other person does too.
That's why I do think, like, if the people with only 1 tether go to the middle, that solves 2 problems. 1, they'll be like, okay, so I don't know exactly where I'm going to go, so I wait for whoever has the bird tether to go where they're going to go, and then half the group is already in position, and so oh, now I just go the opposite, so everyone will only ever go one direction, and you'll just know, oh, I don't stay next to the other person. Does that make sense? So like tethers go out, people recognize I have 2 tethers, therefore I need to go to the opposite one
So
on my
much
bird.
talking.
So they do that, and then everyone else is in the middle. They say, okay, I see my position, I see where I go, and then like there's like no way to ever cross streams. You have enough time, I think. Well, for melee uptime, that kind of sucks, but killer can suffer.
I kind of see what you're saying, but on the other hand, you're always just going to be either next to the opposite bird or next to the original bird. Like there's nowhere else you're going to end up if you're doing it right. So I don't know that that's really necessary.
I guess that's just the ultimate safe, like, if we really just cannot afford to fuck it up kind of strat. But yeah.
I think you should just be like, just say it. If you have 2 tethers, be clockwise of the bird you're next to, and if it's 1 tether, counterclockwise of the bird you are next to. That way, it's just you know which side of the bird you need to stand on.
Yeah, let's try it. See if it murders us. Why not?
Okay, so clockwise, 1 is counterclockwise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, so like so yeah, I guess if you have 2, you stand here if the bird's here.
Yep.
And then if you have 1, you stand here.
Yeah.
Consistent.
That makes sense. At least that's more formulaic rather than just me running around.
Because then all you have to do is just identify your bird and just go to it, and then that's it.
So question, are we not running across from our birds anymore?
Yeah.
So there's 2 patterns, one where you are tethered to a bird and a player, and the other where you are only tethered to another player. And the person that is tethered to a bird and a player needs to run opposite of the bird they are tethered to, and the player they are tethered to needs to identify which bird their partner is tethered to and be next to that bird. Does that make sense?
Okay, so we are still running across if we have 2 tethers.
Yeah. Yeah, the clockwise, counterclockwise. So, for example, the bird, if I'm standing here, that means I have 2 tethers, and the bird I'm tethered to is across the platform, so it's right behind where the boss is standing.
Okay. Might
And
take a
then,
few times, but
yeah, but yeah, so, and then if I have 1 tether, and I guess, I mean, I guess if you have 1 tether, it's pretty easy because the person's gonna be across from you, but we're just gonna stand counterclockwise.
If Wah has 2 tethers, then his counterclockwise, or then his 1 tethered partner would be to the left of marker A.
Yeah.
Opposite for the other side, where if I was here, then I'd be a 1 tethered person, and my 2 tethered partner would be clockwise of A right now.
Oh wait,
2 would be, yeah, yep.
they would be there. The person I'm tethered to would be there, right? On 4?
No,
That's
no,
just
no.
okay.
No, you would be on
Oh,
the
no,
other
it's
side of that.
See, if I had 2, yeah, the person I'm tethered to would then be over here, right? Because my bird would be there, and then the other person would be across, and then they would be on the one side.
Yeah, on the, you mean on the D or the 3?
The 3. So the person I'm tethered, I would be tethered to bird D, then the bird would hit me, then it would go to person 3. That with our current setup. Which should be fine, right?
Yeah, that should work.
Because yeah, the picture just shows that you're. I mean, if you look at the picture, I don't know if we're still using that, the one that Greg just posted.
We're doing a slightly
Oh.
different one where we have it like more algorithmic. Right?
Yeah, so the picture is what we're doing, but that picture is random which side of the bird they're standing on, but the side of the arena they're on, we're keeping. It's just like the super precise final couple of feet that we're messing with.
Okay, I gotcha.
That is literally, I think, the only way to possibly solve it is roughly that arrangement. All right, so 2 tethers, you're clockwise of a bird. 1 tether, you are counterclockwise. We all good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
And
I got 6 for the first time. I understand why people.
yeah,
It's so confusing the first time you see 6.
I understand why, but why?
Yeah, the number icons are really jank.
they're atrocious.
Don't they have like the dice things from like E2S?
God, that would be so much easier to read. They don't have an 8 dice though, so. go to marker, then go middle, then go middle. Go corner. We're gonna go straight towards.
Right and left is hard.
Right and left is really hard.
Follow the danger Dorito.
Alright, what's that?
So yeah, that time I just went to opposite side of the group and I had to really rush. I thought I had a tether, but then it disappeared, so I don't know.
At least they didn't give it a name like Larboard Starboard this time.
Is it possible to say, just instead of just like try to go to B, can you try to go to A or B? Is that a thing? Can we make that call?
Yeah, so if there are only 2 possible safe spots for so we're always going north no matter what pattern we get,
Okay.
and then it will always either blow up B or blow up A, and you just go to the first one that explodes.
Gotcha.
Little.
Or it'll do the middle explosion, in which case we just go to B.
Yeah.
Or big.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
But then we'd have 2 left.
He said heads, plural.
Okay. But yeah, alright. Oh. Alright.
Anything happened again?
Is it just numbers getting mixed up?
It's
I
the
had 7.
secret specifically.
Okay.
So most numbers, most 4, 5, 5, 7, and 8, they have a 4, and then whatever to make their 5, 7, and 8. But for 6, instead of 4, 2, it's going to be 3, 3. So just try to look out for that.
So, does anyone remember what the hell the color pattern means? Maybe that would help.
I think I mixed it up when I posted it last night, so I don't want to say.
Yeah.
If it's purple and you see a 3-3, it's 2. If you see a blue and you think it's 3-3, it's probably 3.
If you see 3, double check the other side is 3 or 4. Basically, is what you have to check.
And purple means 2, blue means 3 in that case. If it helps.
Alright. That is some just very bad UI design.
on left.
I was always here, man. Did you see me?
Of course I did this.
Number A or B. One of them will always be safe.
Hey.
I don't know what happened, but I dropped so many inputs.
Alright, we're moving.
Two tethers clockwise, one tether counterclockwise. None should be on.
Kind of work.
Okay, so what way are we moving if we have to move? Because I don't think Gnome needed to move there.
Well, I think we just weren't in position fast enough.
I think away from the cardinal. There should be a gap.
Yeah. That is a good description, away from the cardinal. So because 2s will always be clockwise, it should always be clockwise.
Just continue the direction you're going.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Alright. So let's... Is there anything we need to talk about? Any of the mechanics that we're doing? I think we've been doing everything up till ads about right. We're still kind of splitting a little bit on the quartering of the room, where during the baited AoE, the idea is that we go from the edge of the room to the innermost corner, and then to the middle. But I don't think it's really caused any problems.
Yeah, the only thing that can go weird is if the boss is turned and then like you can't go towards the middle of the room because he's like turned, and obviously you're going to get hit by the left or the right. So if we keep the boss facing straight, hopefully that'll just resolve that issue.
I don't know if that's always going to be possible, because we're always going to be squeezing in a weird way.
Gnome is our superhero, he can do it.
Wait, I didn't understand what you mean facing the.
I want you to face on the axis towards the B marker from the center of the room. So that way it's like...
was it not like that?
Well, there's just
every
times
time,
where it is.
or?
Yeah, but if we get it to where it's always like, then they can always run to the middle and then just shift left or right, so they can always go immediately to the middle without having to worry, I guess. That'll just make it a little more consistent if we can find a way to, like, when we have to go up close to the boss, sometimes he turns the levels out.
Okay, so you want me to... on the last attempt I had to face like towards the corner, so you want me to face somewhere else?
So basically, draw a line from the center of the room to the marker E or the marker A, and we just always want his left, right, like his arrow to be on that axis.
Okay.
That may not always be possible. I don't think it's a huge deal if it's not. It's just an attempt.
Like, yeah, we didn't get murdered, but
yeah. I mean, I thought I had it that way on the last one, but
optimizing this is so hard.
Yeah, I think it was just.
I think it was.
Yeah, that's what I try to do is have it facing towards B.
Yeah,
until I cast that, and then I'll move. So yeah, I thought that's what I did last time.
I think you did too. It's just I think it was just a comment rather than a correction.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought like I messed up, so I was like, oh, I need to do it differently.
No. All right, let's do it a couple more times, and we'll take a break. This is a pretty draining fight.
Yeah, the colors are really bright too.
Not as draining as the last one.
I'm angry about that one.
I'm happy.
We're dead. Rip.
Well, apparently I'm not. Don't know if it would matter, but for consistency, you can actually just always go to either A or B, because you're always supposed to technically go towards the second drop anyway. I don't know, if it helps you with experience.
So if it drops north-south, go to B, and if it drops east-west, go to A. And then we chose to, we're committing to B for the big fighter ball. So it's always, so for us, it's always B, sometimes A, and then you just know it's kind of the opposite.
I don't think we've actually, the first few things, I don't think we're getting people clipped by the Shiva. We're mostly getting people clipped by the left-right thing.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, for like, if we ever get split in the cross, it's probably because people got used to like not thinking A, B, so yeah, maybe it's worth it to think about.
Let's keep going. Very tiny little earthquake.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's California.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's not fine.
Well, had I been addition to you? Okay.
Pixel dodge expert.
Pushes.
People on 2 again. That was 1 and 2 somehow.
Goodbye.
3 and 3 is 2.
Sure, I just saw 3.
Do we need to go back to the Ritterana Lighthouse, go learn some math from the math bot?
Alright, let's do a couple more polls and then we'll take a break. Alright, watch those numbers. They're moving to the middle of the room so you have more time too.
Wow, you son of a bitch, you did it.
See, I actually was like, oh, hey, at least I got it. I can do it right. Then I was like, wait, what if I do it wrong? And I'm like, wait, is that when I was doing it right? It was like,
And by the way, move that.
Anything enough?
Oh god.
20 DPS isn't the gutter. At the very least I can do is put a...
Middle of the room. That'd be your A.
Go to B.
You have my total sympathies. I totally get it.
I think it's in my head now. Like, I know what to do, but it's like... I fucked it up so many times.
Amazing. We're probably dead because that's our tank in the middle of an ad phase, but if we could call them to the middle and...
I couldn't get the other one. I got it. Oh, fuck, where do I take these? Oh, fuck.
now we would be spreading.
Alright, now I'm taking the other one for you. Oh, no. Just kind of kill one. Can I get that? Okay, move this one over here. Oh no, they died together. Oh god.
You were surprisingly close.
Oh, they
No,
died.
we got it.
What?
Loggers!
Yeah.
What?
Primal. I got Primal Ren right.
Okay, big ass raid wide coming.
Oh, fuck.
The boss has a damage up.
Just
Okay,
in-
so we fucked it up somehow. Probably because there were two
I think
corpses next to each
when
other.
the two birds are close together, it gives advantage up for the
Alright,
second
so
round.
we're dead, but
Wait, what?
Kind of.
That was 117k I took. So
Progress, though.
theoretically, if we like heavy mitigate that when there's two together, we could probably survive it. But
yeah, I put yeah.
But let's not.
Let's not. All right.
Pass.
On that, that was an optimistic note. Let's call it there and be back in 10 minutes. It's
I
like
like
a
it.
moment of progress.
We did that with one take.
All right, so we'll be
imagine what
back
we
at.
could do with two.
I know, right? We're back at 9:34.
Okay.
Yeah, I voked off you and then ran it to the other side, and then Primal rented it like right at the end.
Amazing.
I wasn't.
Hell.
Yeah, okay, good.
Stretches in water, please.
No down, no down.
Wish I could just put my mixtape on having ads in my raid VODs is not helpful. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I am screwing up. Okay, what's the one? Maybe I can only see this pretty fight earlier. Left and right should not be so hard. Really, really should not be so hard. Ooh, starting to reward Grimoire though. That probably wouldn't work out. Good. This one is just so painful. Probably would be doing really crummy damage, though. So I don't know if that's worth it. Okay, so I have some material that I might be able to slap on it. Sure. That's mean.
Every now and then I think about doing really ridiculous things, like just randomly saying, "Hey, your mic's on," just hoping one of you's talking, and then you get really paranoid.
That's my secret. I'm actually always talking behind the mic. I never shut up.
And you don't let me hear your beautiful voice?
God, please no. Got 2 phone calls from the regular. She calls normally once a day, Cheryl Beachy, and she likes to talk to anyone she can, but she especially likes it when one of the men pick up the phone. She'll talk to us for hours because we all have beautiful voices that she could just hear and read her to sleep. She's a sweet old lady, but very lonely. So my DPS output's gonna be a chunk lower, but I just want to be able to understand the movement for a little bit.
Oh, you're going for it.
I'm gonna... it's not gonna be probably permanent because my melds are horrible, but...
Alright, I mean, we're not heading in rage today, so...
yeah, I just want to... I want to get my rights and lefts figured out. I'm struggling so bad.
Everyone set your pet size to huge.
Wait, what are we saying? Huge?
That's size. So that way you get giant Titan, giant Ifrit and stuff.
What's it? Slash pet size. No,
It's-
slash all pet size?
I think it's slash pet size, all, and then small. 'Cause seriously.
Large. Size of all pets set to L. Let's go.
Alright. Let's go.
Because we need more clutter on the screen for this fight.
Absolutely.
Dude, I want to see Phoenix v Phoenix. Let's go.
Just maximum bread.
Completely wrong.
That is a big behind.
Okay.
You just really reading triple DPS because he said. Huh, one's invincible.
Oh, we're dead.
I'm sitting here like, this is quick, I don't get wrong.
No, I have a raise now.
I guess you are lowest priority for raising, right? The
It's gonna be
DPS?
down. I am going to be blowing that raise or that switch cast
That's
constantly.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Get rid of it.
phase, like the slow cast.
Yeah, I have to do it every effort phase for that minor DPS boost because my DPS is going to be miserable.
I mean, to be frank, there's very few times when like one person dies in this and we're fine. Most of the time, like the AoEs don't insta-kill, and everything else that kills people means that we're probably gonna win. So it's not really a big deal.
Is there actually a DPS game to quick cast that?
Yeah, because it's slower. It's slower than the GCD.
No, I thought it kept the DC the same.
The cast time is longer than the GCD.
Oh.
Go to B.
so close every time.
Raising Luna.
Oh right, the stacking thing.
Tank damage is awful.
I'm just gonna start kneeling with this. But
I'm like just spamming tier 2. It's awful.
it's not gonna move.
Yeah,
So yeah, everyone meet in the middle after the second jump, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, it would be sick if we could stack up for like a tier 3. That would be super cool.
Yeah, since we have to do it anyway, and that gives me time to like orient, because someone's like, "Where the fuck is 3?" So,
Alright, I will do my best to call to remind us. I haven't been doing like any raid calls this fight because I'm just like constantly moving.
When are we stacking for heals?
At the same time, we're stacking for your limit break.
Okay. Yes. We're gonna. It's actually worth me doing it now too, for sure.
Can we also get the tanks to mark which to prioritize for their group? Just the 1 and 2?
oh,
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah, let me put that in my. I need to put that in my hotbars real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Hey, just a second, be right back. I caved. Don't judge me.
Oh, hello.
I'm leaving in just 5 seconds, but I caved. I cannot do left and right now. I'm playing Kuro mode. Enjoy
What?
Monster Hunter.
Wait, what does that mean?
Alright. I had to go taunt somebody.
That was. I'm glad you did that, bud.
Very important.
All right, are we all good?
1 second.
All right.
Let me test this. Yeah, get worse.
Why do I have to summon Carbuncle every time? Or do I not, and I just can't see him under everybody else?
So Light Party 2 will prioritize Square, and then Gnome will do.
Okay, I'll do plus. What's your thing? Square, right?
Square, yeah.
Okay, I'll do plus. Hold on, let me move it again. Or here, yeah. I should be good now.
Kill the carbuncle.
No, that's the fairy. You eat the fairy.
All right, let's go.
You aren't worth it.
Thanks, I already knew that.
Oof.
Now I feel bad. I'm sorry.
It's so heavy in here.
This is interesting energy we got tonight.
Yeah, so I can move anywhere I want. And I'm still messing it up.
That's 6. It's a rough one.
We hate the number 6.
Ace, you might want to move.
Tether A or B.
Oh wait. Good.
Hi.
Sorry, I was staying there just to hopefully get a heal. Quick.
I can get up in time and yeah, just like you the Destiny Stone is good enough.
We're done. Just die. Let's not drag it out. It's just gonna hit in range.
It's like the other version of the electrite thing. Is it safe or does that mean unsafe?
Slowly getting the hang of this. It's a little weird, but
Put it on the wrong spot. Yeah. We're gonna get a blast. Sorry.
I'm so bad at this.
Orient yourself.
lovely icons.
To the middle. Okay.
Wow. Are we, do we know, are we dying because people aren't rotating, or are we dying because we need people even more top?
I rotated and still got hit on the return trip, so I just have to go farther, I guess.
I jiggled and then somehow unbroke or unpurpled my pivot.
Alright, so we're gonna get super enraged because it's gonna get 4 damage up.
And we're gonna get very murdered. Not like, you know, the cute murder stories where they have puns in the titles. Like, really murdered.
Someday we will see that everyone alive, and it'll be a glorious day.
We'll all high five.
Now that's last fight.
Oh, damn it.
Maybe I was on the wrong side too. I don't know.
Well,
I'm so
I'm
confused.
not playing anywhere close to optimally on this, but at least it's giving me a chance to see what
Did you get
else.
smacked in one hit, or did you get smacked and then die a second later?
I got smacked in one hit. I think I did it right. I think I'm just overcomplicating it. Or I did it right in the wrong way.
You are the one who takes just like a gigaton of damage right before then, so...
I keep forgetting I actually have to summon my particle.
Yeah, I
Might
think
have, I might have
pop.
popped.
I don't know when to pop immune. I might pop immune for the baby brick. I'm popping it somewhere just to help out.
Can't see shit.
Hitting this one first a lot. Honestly, kind of like it. That was deleted.
nice and setting.
Oh wow,
actually-
that is so fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. But we had DPS dead. so-
Yeah.
And we also, so we do at one point need to start focusing pretty hard because, like, if we kill them at roughly the same time, it doesn't matter if one dies, then you move it in time because, like, we're gonna start casting rage and we can't move them anymore. So
Also, that was a limit break 1.
No.
So we didn't get the full damage that we could have. So
How
either we,
close were we?
We
I-
had
how-
limit break 2 before.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Could be because people died, I guess.
Yeah.
probably.
Do people understand why they're dying? Or is it like a mystery when we die? Like, do we need to VOD review to try and start figuring it out?
I think my tethered person was off. Was at a different angle, so my bird traveled pretty much to where I was standing instead of back across from me.
I'm not sure I follow.
I don't understand what that means.
So I was standing here per se, and instead of my single tether partner being towards 1, they were towards 4, and so the bird just traveled across and killed me.
But did you not move after you got hit by the bird the first
I mean,
time?
slightly, if it's traveling in this line, there's not much I can do. It's like to D, which is how.
I guess in that case you could, like, I don't know if you can go backwards and like to the middle. Then you should be safe like here.
I mean, I could adjust to that, but it's also a matter of how
Yeah.
we're trying to do the mechanic.
So 2 are clockwise of their bird, 1 is counterclockwise.
And again, there's just a lot of tethers, so it could just be a mix-up of who they thought they were tethered to. So it's
Yeah. I guess in that case, let's do it perfectly, and then if we have mysteries, because that could have just been someone was in the wrong spot type of thing.
I like this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh no, I actually
I would
like
also
some
just
here.
recommend moving more than maybe you think you have to.
hate
Like,
it.
as in, one should move more than one thinks they might
Completely
need to,
melded
just
wrong.
because I'm pretty sure that shouldn't have killed you should not kill someone regardless.
I think I
But
go
don't
spell speed mean build. I think that's the only
I-
option I have. I'm gonna keep this
I have to admit,
around.
I don't really, like, I know what to do, but I can't really visualize the precise geometries of that one in my head. It's kind of hard to tell whether that's really going to kill us.
Oh, sorry.
No, it should be lined up with that.
Two tethers are clockwise, one tether is counterclockwise. Remember to go middle after this goes on.
That's what I believe.
I just open the menu to find them. I'll grab. I'll just grab 2. I can only pick up 1 though, so. Does this work?
Probably not, but
maybe.
Okay.
No, I
back
think
healing.
middle work.
So
Oh,
it's got
no,
a
he got
damage
it.
up, so just mitigate the fuck out of this.
Kill me for okay, good. Just run kill me. It's not popped. I don't know.
Down.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think my divine veil got popped. Maybe that would have been enough.
I mean, you're not supposed to be able to survive it if you do the mechanic right, so.
Yeah, I thought middle worked, or that's what the video said, but I guess not.
Maybe if they were super close to the edge, but
Yeah.
Yeah, and then middle was like slightly away from them or so, maybe. But...
alright.
That was very progress.
Yeah, that was the best we've done so far. We just need everyone to live that.
I don't know. Maybe I play Summoner now.
It's been a while since we had a mix-up. I guess it has. I guess why? I mix it up all the time, so I guess it hasn't been a while. Never mind. Well, Greg mixes it up all the time. So fun.
shit. Okay. Froggers?
Yeah, I think we got it. Yeah.
All right.
My book's on cool.
So the things that are going to happen is after this, there's going to be
I got it.
grade-wide, then there will be a tank buster, then 4 people will get little arrows. You just want to step outside onto the cardinal markers and point them away from the party. After that, the melee will all stand on 2, and the ranged healers will all stand on 4. Not yet.
No,
Yeah.
I grabbed the tether. I was like right under. I tried to not steal it, but then I just ran away from the phone, so I didn't feel like
Okay.
Yeah, right in the middle is probably not a good spot.
Point thing cardinally out. Have it. And go into the middle. We put them too close together and we die.
So you gotta run to the edge of the arena with those?
No. We just put them on the markers. People just put them like 2 inches from each other. That's all. Alright, so now that we're not in the heat of the combat. So that mechanic is that first one is extremely easy. It's just showing that it happens. You'll get one of the little egg things floating above your head, and it has an arrow just pointing which direction it faces. And so if you have one pointing east, you just go on the east marker, the one that's number 2. If you have the north pointing one, you just go on the one that's pointing north. So they'll just all point out away. That's all you do.
I thought they just looked at where we were looking. That makes more sense.
And then move center.
Yeah, and then after that you move center because they'll do cones. Then immediately after that, we have a pair of stacks where one will go on a tank and another will go on a healer. And so the way that one is resolved is the healers and ranged stack together, and then the tanks and DPS stack together.
Tanks and melees?
I just realized that is one of 2 possible patterns. Yeah, so it's experimental gyro plume is what I'm talking about. The dark pattern. That's the big black ball. Sorry, I forgot that it was random.
But it might just be one of those things where it's, surge in the ether random. Well, that hasn't happened yet, so. There was one of those, right? There was one where it was consistent. At least in the earlier video, he said there was one that was basically always the same.
I think it was that one, but I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, no, he was talking about a Shiva pattern. Never mind.
Yeah, so experimental gyro plume, it'll be either the Shiva or the baited ball, just like a normal, like the normal mechanic, and then there will be another animation, which is the black big ass ball, in which case we need the tanks melees to stack and the healer range to stack, or it's the small black orbs, like the black version of the Shiva pattern, and that's just spreads. So the way you resolve that is if it is the stacks, the tanks melee go west or south if it is a like north-south safe spot, right? So you have like the priority of going west to south, and the healer ranged stack goes east to north. So that's tanks melee are 4 and 3, and the ranged healers are 1 and 2, right? I didn't fuck that up.
4 and 3.
Wait, where melee go 2, 3, right?
Northeast.
1, 2 ranged and 3, 4 melee, which is tank and me.
I'm
Okay.
typing wrong. My brain isn't working. Could someone else type it out so that way we have it written down?
1, 2 ranged.
Okay, so
Ranged. 1, 2.
south and east
Melee.
tank, right?
Right? That is what I was saying.
And that, yeah, and that's true melee, right? So the range group's gonna have 5.
No, these are 4-person stacks, so
Okay.
Mary is part of that squad.
No, I confused east and west again. God, I'm so checked out.
I don't know whether I said
East.
east and west right. Let's just commit to the things I wrote down. The 1, 2, 3, 4.
East.
All I can think about is how much I wish I was a Dark Knight.
Alright, let's keep doing that. Our priority is just to get used to the ad phase. Like, there's more after that. There's Fountain of Fire. I don't think we should even try and learn it unless we, like, get good at the ad phase.
Yeah, it's like the first checkpoint, so it'll be. We're just bringing up into that.
The one time I'm casting.
Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Oh, I made it.
Alright, we're dead.
But I'm
Just
in the
die.
wrong spot, so
Right.
brain freeze.
I can definitely feel how little sleep I got last night.
There we go, Ren. Get 2 squares.
Why am I struggling so bad right
We're dead.
now? Excuse
Uh,
me?
That was us both just biasing very slightly to the side, and just by coincidence, we weren't in the centers of our squares. And just by coincidence, that was enough.
Monka W.
Brain hurt.
I realized the last second, I'm like, I should probably be like 1 inch to the side. And Twos are clockwise, ones are counterclockwise. Why is it always a tank? Is there something we're doing wrong?
I think I did something wrong. I'm like going clockwise instead of counterclockwise, trying to get away from the second one, and I keep getting hit.
So if you have the 2 tethers, you start clockwise of the bird, and then you rotate clockwise again.
Yeah, so I rotated clockwise and I died.
All right. Well, let's actually VOD review. This has happened, I think, 4 or 5 times now. That's too many to let slide. We need to actually look at what's happening.
The angle's tight. I had the same thing where I thought I was gonna die, but I managed to get it. The movement is weird. I know you can go clockwise, and I think it should be symmetrical for every single person, right? If we're thinking about it right, so.
Well, it depends where the birds die, but let's say they die perfectly on the cardinals, and hold on, let me bring the markers. So let's say there is a bird on A. I have 2 markers. I'm chilling here. Bird from C is coming from the butt. And as soon as it charges me, I just go right here. Their cardinals should be pretty free. Because another bird is going to be charging here. And then D is just going to scoot to there.
Unfortunately, you are off of the screen for the VOD, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So, I
So
think
chaotic.
like the movement is like, oh shit. So if you're standing on B and the bird's gonna hit you here, and then in theory it's gonna go straight forward, or more or less straight forward to C. Then
Yep.
if you move this way at all, like if you go north and you push W, you're probably gonna die. I think you have to hold straight, A in that case. Like I think
Then
this
you're just going to kind of move around the circle. You don't want to move inward.
Oh, and okay, and then I guess for clarification, is when you say clockwise, do you mean clockwise as the platforms to clock, or like true north, or I guess true north clockwise,
Same
or
thing.
It should be the same regardless of where you're facing. It's a clock.
Unless you're on, unless the platform is upside down, you cannot have a different.
I learned this for advanced relativity.
Yeah,
I guess,
actually.
yeah.
But yeah, it should just be like if your movement is to go as close to the edges as you can, and then just start moving this way. Even if you just go
They're
really
like
far,
pet taste and
But
not
there's
like give it a
also
snack
somebody
or
that's going
something.
to be on the western cardinal that's moving towards you too. So it's not fully all yours, but there should be plenty of space to move. Because I don't move much. Like from here, I'll move like here. Because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just-
but it doesn't matter if you guys touch, right? Because like you're not having a bird chase you. If you guys touch on D here, like
No idea.
no bird's coming after either of you, so you can both just give a high five.
I mean, the people with the 1 tether shouldn't be rotating, right? Only 4 people should be rotating.
Yep, you only need to rotate if you get hit.
Yeah. So I think in that case, I mean, like, if down here in true south is where the bird is, and you start here, you have this entire rotation all the way to the marker of D. I mean, you can just go that whole distance.
And then just get ready
Okay.
after that to move to the middle, yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So I think I might have. Okay, yeah, I might have been positioned incorrectly too. So
Let's try it out.
Every single raid night I'm like, I should put some other music on, but no, just every raid night I'm listening to the same song.
And then that dang piano kicks in.
Piano's the best part.
Isn't it a harpsichord?
Might be. I don't know music.
Completely not optimal. We'll look that up later.
I'm really trying to find the genre of this music. What the hell would it be?
Soaking.
Yeah.
He is a genre.
Probably the same genre as the Halloween.
It's like trance.
Clap, clap, clap.
You hear about the joke?
No, I was making fun of Mary doing the big clap with his book.
Slap. I have free movement. Why do I still get hit? Fog.
Really start seeing the provoke color? I do. I forgot to mean more on this damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know how we can make this. The fact that I have to GCD heal that entire time makes it way harder than it needs to be. Okay, everyone's alive. Rain coming. That was one break. We probably need to spread now.
What's this quick one?
Sacrifice now.
Alright. Oh, yeah, you can attack the boss. Yeah. Well done, guys. That was super clean.
Remember, look at where you guys facing. Be ready to put them on the cardinal.
Tank Buster first.
Sure to step.
Back on 3.
Strikes first, you know who has it.
Oh, you need to put it on the cardinal, so it's pointing out in the center, then go into the middle. Next is going to be Glory Plume. This will be the normal thing where we stack in the middle to bait the big one, and then there will be the dark one. The big one is the ranged, non-ranged stack.
Shiva.
It's going to be spread. Alright, and then the next is the really hard mechanic. So, go.
So yeah, I am out of the. Well, no, I had Rampart there, and I could have preemptively used Gauge.
Fountain of Fire. So Fountain of Fire is a complicated mechanic in concept. Basically, the healers soak the puddles, and then the two closest people get baited with puddles that they needed to put basically right next to the puddles, and then the next 2 DPS bait, and then the next 2 tanks bait. But let's frankly just not worry about it. Let's just grind ads and not stress about it.
Clean the ads.
Yeah.
Anyone feel like gathering a bunch of materials for Pumpkin Pump Garage for me?
Yeah, it's called Gil. You get it from Blitz.
I would rather give it to money to someone here than my board, you know? If you had any gatherer enthusiasts, I'd be like, yeah, bro. I'm so looking forward to just pushing 1, 2, 3 on the Dark Knight.
I'll just cast when you do that.
Wow.
Super smooth.
It is so tight every time. boundary. Middle. Next is Glory Plume, which is both the basic mechanic and then the Blunt Dark animation.
It's Shiva.
It's going to be a stacks, so remember the pattern.
Brain smoke.
Is it light party stacks or not?
No. It's melee or ranged stacks.
Okay.
That
So
was the
this-
one where the melee, which is tanks and melee DPS, are in 3 and 4, and the healers and 2 ranged DPS, Greg and Lena, are on 1 and 2.
So that one was 1 and 3, right? Right.
No.
At that time, that's what the safe space was.
Safe
I,
spot I think was 2 and 4.
I think it was going to be 2 and 4 because the Shiva pattern started east-west, right? So we have
Yeah,
to run
so
that
you
way.
go east-west.
We have to keep an eye on which direction. So in our case, since it's 3 and 4, we're either going south or west.
I have a little tip that I've kind of started realizing works for me for dodging the Shiva pattern, because I know we've a couple, like sometimes 1 or 2 of us get clipped by one of them as it comes around. And it seems like if we get the light parties plus the Shiva pattern for that one, you can't get hit by anything or you're gonna die.
Yep.
So like, if it's similar to like what we did for I think one of the relativities, or not the relativities, but the other mechanic in E12, where like say
Apocalypse.
yeah, the apocalypse. Like, say this is the spot where the first circle spawns, and you're running in this direction. Like, they always go clockwise, so you want to make sure you're on like the right side of the area when you're coming, because the other circle is gonna end like right here. And if you're anywhere close to this point, you're gonna get hit by it. So like, if we're in the middle and I'm running outwards towards like where you guys are to dodge the circles, like you want to kind of lean a little bit to the right.
Yeah, and actually for this one, you should be aiming for the second ball. So if this is the first ball north-south, the second will hit on this inner cardinal, then this is the line you should be tracing.
That's not always the case, because, for example, when we go to B and A, we're actually going to B and A, like for the splitting of the room. You are correct that you should bias clockwise, but it's if you always rotate 45 degrees, then during the quartering of the room, you would just run straight into fire.
If it starts on the inner cardinal, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and when we do the quarters, it will always start an inner cardinal. I don't know about other times, but
Oh, okay.
That's why I think you should still aim for the first one, but bias towards the second one. That way we don't have people kind of vaguely spreading and then recoalescing.
Okay.
If it doesn't matter, like the very first mechanic, like then do whatever is safe. All right, let's go dance with the carbuncle.
And then I guess on that sorry, on the stack mechanic, just to clarify.
Sorry, should I have stopped the poll?
No, I can ask what we're doing there. They said tanks on 4 side.
The
Tanks by
are on
south and
3
west.
or 4.
South or west?
dodged right into it.
Fuck.
Just die. When both healers get the same spot, it's rough every time.
Yeah, I try to go counterclockwise to help, regardless of what the other composition is, but I'm just too slow.
It'll go faster when I swap back.
Oh, you're done with summon?
I'm planning to learn the movement on Summoner. I want to see the fight because it's really hard learning stuff when you can't move.
Maybe I'm just anti-bad. Maybe they have a secret prejudice. Maybe I just think I would escape with the book. I don't know.
I keep getting hit by that one. I'll try to do better.
Pretty much everyone gets clipped occasionally by this fight. It's kind of a cruel fight.
Look, why I used utility.
Long spot. I made it.
was watching him and didn't know.
All right,
Oh, goodbye.
all right, we're done.
Wait, how'd Mary die? No, I thought we could salvage it.
I'm gonna res everybody.
I did.
I really should not have pressed it, but it's too late. Into the fire.
I kept forgetting to say this. I don't know if anyone noticed, but you can actually, instead of going clockwise, you can dodge counterclockwise.
Yeah, but then you run the risk of running into one of the birds that is coming towards the other person who was on the other side of the model. Yes, it is possible, but why ever do that? You have way more safe space clockwise and less counterclockwise. So just always go clockwise.
True.
As always with these stats, like you can YOLO a lot of these mechanics. It's just a matter of being consistent.
My brain is. I am so tired. Holy shit.
We're getting close to the end of the night. My brain shuts down occasionally. I have to do like a little reset.
Just try and get a little bit more muscle memory and then we'll call it.
Yeah. I should.
I think it's time to just wrap up all the demo for hours to this weekend. I won't let that Dark Knight opener defeat me. Perfect.
Wow, we are getting a lot faster now.
Crazy.
Stun it, quick!
Damn it.
Oh, I'm alive. Would it cast it twice? Oh no!
Alright, let's pull and let's just do it again.
Good night, everybody.
We cleaned up pretty much everything before ads really well, and the first phase of ads has gotten really clean too.
Crazy with heads in this tour, didn't it? Oh no, I guess it's just tries.
Oh yeah, okay. Targeting is good, it always works.
Great this time, really.
You are good at my whisper.
You're great this time.
Your graphical user interface is
What are you doing? I got the tide giggles.
Protect me, Garby. Oh, you guys healed the shit out of me.
yeah, man. When you say fuck in the mic, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll heal that person.
I'm so used to Molly's version, which is what did you do?
Careful not to kill them in the middle.
More dots. Less dots.
Oh,
And
that might be too close.
Yeah, because it started casting.
Tank
Yeah.
OD! Or something.
Throw everything. Really, they'll save us. Alright.
Oh, it keeps the buff. Even if we survived it, we just died in melee.
Oh god.
I think you'd be fine. You've been doing great health the whole time, mostly sitting at 50%. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've been putting one of my Phoenix buff on where we do our best.
Alright.
You motherfucker! Thank God it doesn't work that way.
I tried to rescue someone from the fire. It did not work. I'm sad.
Maybe you
The
won't
book
notice.
does more damage than the stick. I crit for 247.
Hell yeah, man.
Wait, there's no tether. Oh no, he was still. Oh no! Fuck ah.
Solid fog, I'd say.
It's been
Yeah.
It has been an actually good night. But oh my
Yeah, we've
god.
made good progress.
Oh my god, does this make me tired?
Yeah, it's an exhausting fight.
It better not work.
Yeah, that's
Oh
weird.
god.
Go left side, go left.
Get ready to drop 4 fires, one on top of each other.
Live.
Survive.
Do not go gently into that dark night. Or something.
The darkened fire night.
Alright, no, just stand on it. You need to stand on it
Yeah,
so
you
that
gotta-
the explosions hit it.
There's only
Then
one.
Oh, yeah.
invuln the 3rd through 8th. Okay. And on that note,
I'm dying. I love this shit.
sick.
I love your shit.
So
Oh,
next
dear.
week we have to re-clear 1 and 2, and then we'll be back to the chicken.
Back at it again.
Back at it again in the Krispy Kreme. Let's go.
You all have a great night.
Yeah,
No.
night everyone.